What is the value of paid education? Hello YouTube, my name is Matt Spaugh and I am a photographer, videographer, and student of life in Atlanta, Georgia. Before I start, let me be clear. I'm not talking about a 4-year degree. I'm not even talking about a 2-year stint in art or film school. I'm talking about the kind of concentrated, I need to constantly be learning new things as a visual artist creative type of education. And specifically, I'm talking about the kind of learning that you get either from courses that you buy outright or from subscription-based sites like Lynda or Skillshare.com. And I want to contrast that with bouncing around and getting little bits of information through YouTube videos. I think of it this way. Watching a few 4 or 5 minute videos on 3-point lighting is kind of like eating off the party tray. Whereas buying a course in lighting, sitting down and making a concerted effort to get all the steps, is a little bit more like having a balanced meal. Somebody has gotten a recipe together and they've pulled all the right ingredients and they've added those ingredients at different times and created a full-fledged, full-course meal that you can sit down and consume, be satisfied, and get something that's well-balanced. I was a Canon shooter for over 20 years, and my transition to Sony was very difficult for me. I bounced around from YouTube video to YouTube video from all these different sources, trying to learn how to use my new camera. Essentially, I was eating off the party tray. In addition to not getting a balanced meal, I was losing focus. The internet is 20 billion rabbit trails and they're all trying to pull you down them, and I would see one thing over here that I liked but something over here. Sometimes I would get contrasting information from different sources. At my core, I was becoming more and more frustrated and really more confused instead of learning new things. I'm a big fan of Caleb Pike and his DSLR video shooter channel. Caleb has that magic ingredient to which all YouTube content creators should aspire, and that is the trust of his audience. In addition to his channel content, he also makes camera-specific video guides. So I bought and watched his guide on the Sony a7 III, and I can honestly say without reservation that in 5 hours of watching those videos, I learned more about my Sony camera than I learned about Canon cameras in 20 years of using them. Caleb doesn't know me, and this, again, it's not sponsored in any way. Just that process was the catalyst that kind of solidified this idea in my head. Another little sidebar on having to pay money for the video course. I think when you pay money, you are mentally invested in there and you will do a whole lot more to apply yourself to the learning process. If you want to know more about my thoughts on being invested, you can watch my video on lens rentals. But Matt, you say, your channel is nothing but one big party tray. And you're absolutely right, which brings me to my final point. First of all, party trays are delicious. And what better way could there be to grab little bite-sized bits of learning? The point is, balance is good. So if you're trying to learn a new skill or master a new piece of equipment and you find that you're getting maybe conflicting information, you're getting more confused, you're getting more frustrated, maybe it's time to just plop down some money, pull up a chair to the table, and have a nice, full course, well-balanced meal of learning. I hope this video has been helpful to anyone who feels frustrated with a lack of progress as they try to grow their skill set. If you did like it, please consider subscribing. You can give me a thumbs up, you can ring my bell, and tell 2 friends. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you next time.
Thank you.